Like, how tall is your corner?
They're all like 6 foot. They're not really that tall. The one last year was real tall.
How big is your safety?
They're not that tall either.
Really?
Mhm.
I feel like it's just looking. Browsing. Oh, just curious. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Williams. That's caught. Hits the rookie out of Stanford. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, here's Swift. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And down he goes. They drop him right along that midfield stripe. And he goes back-to-back on this opening drive.
The confidence he had last week, Kate, carried him right on through to this game. Remember, he earned NFC Player of the Week honors in that contest. A couple more sacks here today to put him in position for a repeat.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. That forces 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. He fields this at the 18. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that gives Carolina the first.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards.
Stevenson on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12. Young throwing here. This one's caught by Brazel. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Throwing out to the left, Cup. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Here's Kobe Bryant bringing him down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Picked up a few on that 1st down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT.
At their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
1st and 10 now from the 46. A give right side for Swift. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Brought down back at the
Ooh, talk
43
about a
yard
bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Offense to the line for second down. Now here's Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Complete to number 84.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. On play action, Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Big hitter on first down. 34 yards.
First and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Running behind center with Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from him as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
The other thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. Williams to throw. This one's caught. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal. To throw, Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to reach the goal line. Touchdown, Bears. Caleb Williams, his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it?
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can stand to play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
That's up and through for the point after. And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up second down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Throwing on second. Young. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offensive line fast.
That's good for our Panthers. First down.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. A lot of space ahead. He cuts it to the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now after the timeout to talk things over, here they go, trying for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, plan to kill, plan to kill.
Young to throw it. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts them in front by 1. 8-7.
Panthers 8, Bears 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. Williams set to pass. Catch made. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal. To throw is Williams. He rolls to his right. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's John Mechie on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now it's Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And out of bounds he goes, so give them about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up second down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is caught. They go right back to Hubbard. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Young to throw. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
To Chuba Hubbard. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard
So it'll be second and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. Offense is set. This is second and 2. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And going play action. Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. He's going to go out of bounds. Give him about 15 before he did so. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, it's Hubbard. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throw here, third down. He's got him, that's McMillan. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A give to Brooks, running right. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Second and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here's Young, second down. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Final play of the half, and looks like they'd rather shoot for that end zone than try and field goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready. Resign.
Now there's a timeout. 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half, and looks like they'd rather shoot for that end zone than try and field goal.
Ready. On the line. Let's say hi. Kill.
Throwing here just before halftime. Got his man in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Teteroa McMillan with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Now Young and the Panthers going for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point
One final
conversion.
shot before the half. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by T.J. Edwards. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. All right, now comes another opportunity to convert for 2.
Here we go. Say hi.
Final throw before the break. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room.
Bears 10.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
25-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos.
Let's see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Trevor Achan to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Monday.
Going to Brooks here to start the half. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Brooks. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
Third and 2.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches, maybe some fist pounds too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Third and just 2 to go. Now Young. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
On fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own 40-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. And bring the tight end left. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Williams will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
To the line. Here's third and 3. They kick the running back in motion. Williams to throw on third. Taking a shot deep here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. Xavier Thomas. His first career touchdown on his first career catch.
Lining up for the extra point.
Santos' extra point is good. And lead now up to a field goal.
Bears 17. Panthers 14. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Here's some Hey, low here, low.
Young looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running the toss here to Brooks. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that gives Carolina the first.
Gain of 21 yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Young throwing here. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. He's going to keep this one himself. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
At the Bears'
The difference
1-yard
right there,
line.
Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Brooks. And they answer. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Here's Young to the line now. His guy's going for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of the zone read.
The 2-point
And the 2-point try is good. He reaches the end zone and gives them a 5-point lead.
Bears 22, Bears 17.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carroll.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Williams to throw. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 7.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3.
48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. First down coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Williams on 1st and 10. A perfect 4 for 4 so far to start this second half. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw, Williams. Got his man, Thomas has it. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Making a read at the line. Back to Swift. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Williams. Buying some time right. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown.
on the keeper.
Caleb
Touchdown,
Williams,
Chicago.
his second of this game on the ground. So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Brooks fields the pitch. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
3rd and 1.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Brooks going for the marker. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Tax.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On play action, Williams. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. Devin Lloyd leading the way. It was first sack of the year here in week 1.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd and long for him here. Pass brought in by Burton. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's Williams. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
First and goal.
This entire
at the
play,
1-yard
Kate,
line.
depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift on the board. That's his first of the season. Santos now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead is up to 8.
Bears 30, Panthers 22. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
13, on one. Sit up.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Panthers, 8 points behind. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready. Ready. Tax, tax.
On the option, they give it to Brooks. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, play the kill, play the kill. Hey, low here, low, low, low.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And out of bounds he goes after picking up just 1. He'll try for something better now on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
16, on one, on one. Tax, tax, tax. Ready.
Looking to throw it. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
They are officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Throwing now. And it forks it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. But that's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
First play of the drive, a run by Swift. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying grounded with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Going run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. On now comes their punter. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
There's really 2 things here in the passing game you need right now. Like, there is no margin for error. You need to be accurate, and then your guy on the other end, whether it's a tight end, receiver, whoever it is, they got to know there's going to be some contested catches on the other end.
Second down coming from Young. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down to 8 seconds. This and maybe one more snap. Here he is to throw. Now set up the screen. Brooks. Toward the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. Play gains about 12. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Down to their last snap here. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And against all odds, they get the touchdown with no time left. And their hopes aren't extinguished yet, Brock. They could still force overtime. This entire game came down to just 2 plays, Brock. They've knocked out the far more difficult one with that touchdown as time expires. And now a chance to force overtime.
And now, well, now it comes down to whether they can get the 2-point play or not, but it's hard to question that every bit of juice, every bit of momentum in the building right now is totally on their side.
One final shot here. And that's it. No completion. No overtime. This game is over. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.